20 years ago, in The Young and the Restless, Thom Bierd's popular character, Phillip Chancellor III, died in a tragic drunken car crash. Thom Bierdz was free to pursue his movie star dreams. However, 1 month later, real tragedy stopped this movie actor's career in its tracks. Now, 20 years later, through the magic of writing and a little suspension of disbelief, Phillip Chancellor III has returned to The Young and the Restless as daytime's first openly gay man. But the real magic in Thom Bierd's life lies in his offstage perseverance and forgiveness. Just like Phillip Chancellor III can't be killed off, Thom Bierd's spirit has survived life's bumps and bruises to inspire us to live our own lives to their fullest.
Several
Beards, like more than one beard.
Right.
Thom Bierdz, who wrote a book called Forgiving Troy. This is the book. This is the book's cover.
Yeah.
And that's a story about your relationship and your family, your entire family.
Yeah, that's right. In 1989, when I left The Young and the Restless, my paranoid schizophrenic brother, he killed our mother. And we didn't know if he was schizophrenic or not. Now, 20 years later, yeah, we know he's schizophrenic. And the story is about his journey, my journey, how much he has changed, how much I have changed, us being brought back together, us studying schizophrenia, me, myself, going through paranoia, and he being the closest person that could understand me.
Let's go to now. I walk in here, and I was slightly taken aback because this is an artist studio. This is what you are. It's clear that this is what you're doing now.
This is what I love to do. This is what I always wanted to do.
Did you paint as a kid?
Always. I came out here when I was 21. I'd say $5,000 in Milwaukee bartending.
You must have had every gay person in Kenosha, Wisconsin coming up.
You know what? You know who came there? Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh my God!
Yeah. It was like the fourth soap opera I auditioned for, and there were 5 callbacks for this soap opera. And, I don't know, I guess I was what they wanted at that point, so I was so grateful,
And you were on The Young and the Restless for how long?
1986 to 1989.
You've been crying.
Oh, I was just thinking about something.
What?
A moment that I once shared with your father.
It was a 3-year contract, and my managers and I decided, okay, now we're going to go to features. But it was a month after I left the show that my brother killed my mother. Oh, it's something that's, I'm constantly dealing with. And the many times that I've rewritten the book, it all comes back, and you're still seeking to make sense of it all. How could this happen? My brother killed my mother, and my other brother killed himself. I would say that in my research of killing, people only kill when they feel powerless. And I don't want to be a victim anymore, and I was a victim for a little while. I don't want to be that. My choice is to get up and to paint or to create it or do something that I find invigorating and fun. Scarlett Johansson owns the original of this. This is a G-clay of House of Doria. After this was done, I looked at it and I understood it. This is obviously my mother raising 4 kids and it being a burden. This is my brother who killed her, beat her head with a baseball bat, and this is like him pulling her brains out.
This year, the nominees for Outstanding Younger Lead Actor had one thing in common. They were all bad boys.
Tell me about the Soap Opera Digest Awards. What was it, 1999?
I think so. I don't remember the date, but it was devastating. I just showed up at Raleigh Studios, and I said, oh, what's going on? And they're like, oh, the Soap Opera Digest Awards. And I thought, no, man, I used to be on a soap. All the people I worked with are going to come to me for a drink, and they're going to feel sorry for me. And I thought, oh, can I stay? Do I have to go? What should I do? And I sat there. I actually sat down on some steps behind the studio, and I said, you know what, Tom? For some reason, you created this, so just have a couple drinks and go forward. And I did. And it was funny. They were more nervous than I was.
Tell me what's going on in your life right now.
20 years after I left The Young and the Restless.
After 20 years after you drove your car off a cliff
And died.
on The Young and the Restless.
An opportunity came for me to come back to the show. And the fact is, it is so amusing to me that it's been 20 years that it's like, oh my God, this is great. This is great. I have an opportunity to go back and to play a gay man and to play an artist. That is what's so exciting about coming back today, because that show in 35 years has never had a gay character, ever. Yeah, this is called Lost Lamb, and they found this guy in the shadow here.
It was difficult with your brother, obviously, right? I mean, you talk about having no contact with him for 4 or 5 years, is that right?
Absolutely. When he was in prison, nobody wanted to visit him. I thought he's dead to me. He killed Mom, you know, just who needs to talk to him
Violently
again?
killed her. He was very angry. He was a very angry young man.
Absolutely. So I had no intention ever to see him again or that he would be a part of my life. But as it worked out, he was, and it did. And now it's such a rewarding, beautiful bond that we have, because as brothers, we deal with similar stuff. But in 2039, in 30 more years, he can get out. He'll be 69 years old. When you got tragedies like this in your family, when a brother kills your mother or when a brother kills himself, if somebody is 40 minutes late to meet me, I think they're dead. And I think, I try to come to terms with their death in that 40 minutes. Welcome to my bathroom, Tom.
Yeah, this is your bathroom. Who is this?
This is my mom. This is the portrait I did after my brother killed my mom.
Was she a good mom to you?
She was a wonderful mom. She was a wonderful mom, not only to me, but to everybody, to strangers, you know. And the most important thing to my mom was being honest. And, you know, she was never bullshitting. She was just always honest. And she was a great lady. She was a great lady. And a very good mother.
Your eyes tear up when you talk about your mother. You miss her a lot, don't you?
Well, I just think that she should have had things easier. You know, not only was she killed, but he was pretty rough on her for some years. So, you know, she had a lot of suffering. So, you know, when anybody that you love that is so good-natured is suffering, it just doesn't seem fair. It doesn't seem fair. But there's got to be a reason.
TomBierdz.com or Forgiving Troy, Young and the Restless. Hey, you know, let's hope you don't drive off a cliff anymore.
Yeah, well, look, who knows? Who knows?
You know,
Maybe
you can always come back from the dead.
That's right.
Shame we can't make life that way.
Nobody dies, man. Nobody dies.
Well, you're not dead. You have plenty of life left. Tom
That's right.
Bierdz, thank you.
All right, thank you.